Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to What's His Angel Wings. Before we get started, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And welcome back to my channel. Check out my Instagram. I'm going to link that below. Anyways, a couple weeks ago, I received a lot of 4 American Girl dolls in the mail, and they were like super TLC. I made a video about it. So check that out before, because that's sort of a precursor to this. But in that lot was a Caroline doll who was absolutely beat to hell. So yeah, in this video, we're going to be fixing her up and getting her repaired and in like new condition. But anyways, this is a common thing you'll see on the secondhand market is like part lines like this, and it looks like a chunk is missing from it, but that isn't true normally. I don't know, that doesn't apply always, but it's just the part's been folded over and you can brush through and find that again. So that's what this doll had at the moment, but she was completely fine. I knew she'd be fine. But anyways, as you can see, she has a few shine marks on her face, and her face is just dirty and gross. And she's also a early release Caroline because she has the lighter eyebrows. So that is fun to note. But anyways, here is a nice overview. She has stains all over her limbs. Sorry about the harsh lighting. I just wanted to make sure you could see like how bad of condition she was in. But anyways, the very first thing I did was I took off her head and I just washed her hair just to get it clean. But then I also detangled it with conditioner, and I just brushed through it as best I could. And this is where it is at this point. Her hair was in really bad shape, which is pretty common to see with Caroline's. A lot of kids don't know how to take care of her hair, and it just ends up getting absolutely fried. And now, even though I've done a lot to fix her, she's always going to have flyaways and stuff just because of just how damaged her hair was. But anyways, here she is after I flat ironed her hair on low, and I just went around the crown of her head. A lot of times you'll see people separate out the individual wefts. I did not do that. I just wanted to get the bulk of the hair fiber repair done, which is what the goal is when you're flat ironing a doll's hair, is just to fix the individual fibers that have frayed and gotten damaged and whatnot. But anyways, yeah, here you go. She looks so good so far. But as you can see, there's sort of a clear line of frizz, I guess, but that's like all the hair you can see right there is like significantly shorter than the rest of her hair, which caused problems earlier or later. And then here is just the cheapest kettle you can get at Walmart. I'm using it to heat up some water for a boil wash. And now I'm from just like the all-encompassing doll community, and we call that a boil wash when you put your doll's hair in boiling water. But I know in specifically the American Girl community, they call it hot water dunks. So that's sort of what we're doing here. This is not Caroline. This is a Josefina doll, but I just wanted to show you sort of what I was doing. I was just taking her in the sink and pouring hot water directly on her wig, and I'm not worried about loosening the glue because these are relatively new dolls, and it just is going to help. And the goal when you're doing this is to brush through it and have it dry so that there's like nothing getting in the way, nothing that's gonna leave a dent in her hair. You want it to dry exactly how you want it to stay. But anyways, while her hair was drying after the boil wash, I decided to turn my focus to her body, and I just took out all her stuffing and I sprayed it with some Lysol disinfecting spray just because I like to go that extra step. Just it helps me feel better about having the dolls in my home when they're used. And then this is the specific kind of OxyClean I used. You can probably use any kind of OxyClean. This is just what I used. And I I made some doll soup. Here you can see Caroline's body on the left, and then that is the Jess from that lot on the, I don't know, my left and right. Anyways, if you're going to do this, if you're going to clean their body cloth and leave their limbs on, you're not going to restring them. You have to make sure you take something and push up on the tension cups inside the limbs and you drain out the limbs, because that sounds awful, but because they'll fill up with water and get moldy. So you need to make sure that you drain all the water out before you let them dry. Anyways, a lot has happened. Christmas happened and my family was home and I was just awkward and I didn't want to film stuff. But here she's been rebodied onto that random Just Like You that was in the lot. Because I am super backed up with my ink removal lamp thing. I have a lot of dolls that need ink stains removed, so this is just temporary and I wanted just to get her done as soon as possible. But what you can see I've done is I've taken a 3/4 inch curling iron and I've curled all of her hair around her head. And the reason I did that was to sort of add a wave and texture back into the hair, because if we go directly from flat ironing and boil washing it and we try to curl it, the curls are not going to hold, they're not going to stay. So you need to add that texture back in. And here her hair is after I brushed it out. I'm getting ready to curl it with, I use flexi rods. But anyways, I could leave her hair like this. If I took a little more time when I was actually curling it with the curling iron, I probably could just leave it like this, because this is what a lot of Carolines look like. Carolines that are in relatively good condition. And I think she's pretty cute like this. But this is a full repair, so I want to make sure I get those super defined curls back. And what I'm going to use are flexi rods. And now there's a bunch of different sizes. You can get a big pack. I absolutely love these. I don't have a tripod, and so I wasn't really able to film me putting them in her hair, but I'm going to leave a link in the description to the video I follow when I do that. But to sort of loosely explain it, you take the rod about halfway down her hair and you curl it, and then once you get to the tip of her hair, you start curling up towards the base of her head with like the other half of the hair that you haven't curled yet, and you make sure that you go back over the hair and that tucks it in so that there's no like hair sticking out of the curls, if that makes sense. Again, I'm going to link that video below. But yeah, as you can see, there's still some hair poking out. That's just because it's so damaged and there's so many different lengths. But anyways, here her hair is immediately after I took the curls down. And what you want to make sure you do when you take the flexi rods down is that, well, when you do that, you're unwinding the hair. And you want to make sure you do that going away from her face in opposite directions, because that just looks the best. I don't know. And you can't always get that with the curling iron. So I wanted to make sure I did that. But anyways, I did the same for the next two curls back. But then in the middle, it doesn't super matter what direction you curl it in. But I hope you can sort of see what I'm referring to, because that just helps it look more natural and whatnot. But anyways, here she is after I separated her curls, and she looks so good. She's so cute. I'm so excited to have her in my collection. I love Caroline. My sister had her when I was growing up, and she still does, but like this is my Caroline, a part of my collection, and I'm just super stoked to have her. She came with her dress and her bloomers, and she's just borrowing a pair of tights and her shoes from my sister's Caroline doll. So I'm sorry, don't tell her that, but she doesn't wear her meat outfit, so you know, it's fine. But yeah, there you guys go. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you like this video. Let me know what you want to see next. Just leave a comment. Make sure to subscribe and check out my Instagram. I'm going to link that below. See if it works. You might have to copy and paste it. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to stay tuned for more. All right, bye.